Wilkinson, who had the pleasure to work with these fantastic students. She is due to be a mother any day now, and so she asked me to fill in for her today. I'm very honored to do so. These students behind you wrote a novel. Here it is. This book is titled The Art of Giving a Crap. You never know what someone is going through. I'm halfway through. It's phenomenal. It is phenomenal. So I'd like to take a moment and read Miss Wilkinson's words, which she wanted you to know today. The Young Author Project was born in May 2023. All except for one of these young authors were in her 8th grade ELA class at Mount Pleasant Middle School during the 22-23 school year. In their own ways, each one demonstrated outstanding work ethic and talent while in class in reading, writing, speaking, and listening. So much so that one day I thought it would be a great idea for them to write and publish an original novel. They all loved the prospect, so I picked up the phone and I called everyone's home to pitch the idea of their child becoming a published author before graduating high school. Their parents, all of whom I have come to know and cherish, were extremely excited and supportive of the idea. What started uncertainly as a book club soon became much more than I ever could have anticipated. This book has become an act of service and of love, not just from me, but to the authors, but from us as a team to our future readers and our community. We've been meeting almost every single Saturday without fail at the public library to write, discuss, and collaborate since the summer of 2023. And we already have ideas for the next 2 to 3 books. But it's been the most fun I've had in a long time, and it's been amazing to say the least. Now for the interesting part, I'm going to step aside and let them tell you all about this initiative, its goals, and its impact. And you need to check out youngauthorproject.com and order this book today.
Thank you, Ms. Stoker. I would also like to extend my gratitude to Ms. Natalie Wilkinson for allowing me to be part of this amazing team. My name is Angel Duran, and on Thursday, I'll begin my freshman year at Cabarrus County Early College High School. I'm also a leader at Multiply Concord in my kids ministry, in the kids ministry in Multiply Church. I didn't think that I'd be making any contribution to this project. I was staying after school because my sister was there, and it would be convenient for my mom for us both to be there at the same time. And when my mom strongly suggested I contribute to the project, I realized how great of an opportunity this was and how beneficial the impact was on my life. Believe it or not, I've always wanted to write a book. I was awarded future author in kindergarten. Anyway, that's enough about me. Most of us have never had experience publishing a book before, so we've had the unique opportunity to learn how to do just that. We've been able to see the whole process from start to finish, since we started from scratch. I mean, absolute zero. We had no funding, no ideas for the book, and no clue how to even get started. We didn't know how to format prose for a novel, and we didn't have an editor. The first thing we did was buy a box of World's Finest chocolates and start selling like crazy in the summer of 2023. We were so successful, we were able to buy a set of 10 ISBN numbers, hire an editor, and even front rewards for ourselves. During the Christmas holiday, we got to participate in an awards ceremony in which we received letters of recommendation for future endeavors, as well as lots of other cool stuff. I was definitely pushed out of my comfort zone because we had to talk to a lot of people. How can we secure the funds we needed without reaching out to people to gauge their interest? Talking to people was necessary to get this project, to make it a reality. Next, you'll learn how the idea for the book came about.
Thank you, Angel. My name is Tinshin Lee, and I'm currently a sophomore at Mount Pleasant High School. I joined because I had a passion for reading. I absolutely loved reading. And I was asked to join for that same reason. It was something different, and I'd never written before. It was something new, and at first, I was hesitant. But a few of my friends who were right behind me were attending the meets as well, so I thought to myself, what the heck, you know? And that's how I do it. I hope in the future we can all get back together. Well, actually, we are going to get back together and make more books for future generations. Now, like my friend Angel said, that's enough about me. Ms. Wilkinson first got the idea from our story, well, from a classroom story, or memoir activities. For this activity, students wrote and submitted their own memoirs. Some were silly, some were fictional, but some stood out a lot. Too much to be ignored. There were a lot of stories about heartbreak, trauma, neglect, abuse, all of those kinds of things. With permission, of course, we were able to read those memoirs anonymously, as a reference. We were surprised to see that these memoirs, these stories, were students sitting right next to us and walking the same hallway as us. We still have no idea who they are. I mean, this changes the way everyone will look around themselves, because you definitely don't know what someone's going through. This person right next to you could be living a harsher life than you know. The next speaker will tell you all about our goals in writing this book.
Thank you, Kenshin. My name is Anais Duran, and I'm a sophomore at Cabarrus County Early College, as well as a worship leader in my youth and kids ministry at Multiply Concord. I joined this group because I've loved reading since I was little, and books give me a magical kind of feeling, like I've left this world and entered another. I write down a lot of random ideas I have into short stories, but I usually don't know how to end them. So having a team to help me write was a very exciting prospect. The team of people that we have is amazing, and my best friend is also a part of the team, so everything really added up to a situation that was impossible to say no to. We decided early on that our main goals in writing this book were to create windows and mirrors. What do we mean by that? When we create a mirror, we are creating ways for readers to see themselves reflected in the story and the characters. They can find a way to relate to the story, which can be comforting and make the story so much stronger. On the other side of that coin, our endeavor was also to create windows within our book. What does that mean? As we go about our day-to-day lives, we're kind of stuck in our own heads. We sometimes don't really pay attention to things going on around us, or even know to look for anything different. Our book seeks to create a window into someone else's world for a change, so that we can understand a point of view that's different from ours. Doing this is so important, because it helps people empathize with different perspectives. It can break down stereotypes and help us better understand what people could be going through. Specifically with this book, we want to show you that you never really know what's going on in the lives of people around you. You have to be mindful and put yourself in others' shoes. That's what windows are for. Originally, we wanted to apply for all kinds of book awards, but we soon decided it was more important to tell a good story than to win a bunch of awards. We started to write with more passion after that. The next speaker will tell you about some of the research we did to help us write this novel.
Thank you, Annalise. My name is Brooklyn. I am attending Mount Pleasant High School. I joined because I have a love for reading, but mostly I wanted to raise awareness of the subject in this book. I have a big passion for writing a lot. I hope we are able to write more books in the near future. Okay, even though the story is completely fictional, due to the sensitive nature of some of the topics we discuss in our book, we had to do a fair amount of research in order to ensure that we remain both authentic and compassionate in our delivery of this story. We got to interview various experts from DSS who are more than excited to help us learn all about this project. I don't think we'd ever get to thank them enough for their support, valuable insight, and help make this book possible. There is Sarah Miller from the Department of Juvenile Justice, Elaine Miller from the Department of Child Services, and Shelley Lee, also from the Department of Child Services. We are so grateful to our school social worker, for real-world problems is quite an amazing opportunity. I'm excited about this project because I get to spend time with amazing people and have fun with amazing people. Not to mention, writing a book that might change people's lives is amazing. I hope that I will be able to tell people that I was part of an amazing group of kids that made a book to help others and change lives. I want to be able to help you. Our novel is titled The Art of Giving a Crap. It's about two middle schoolers living very different lives. Lucy lives a comfortable life. Her biggest problem is fitting in. Asher is barely surviving in a chaotic household rife with abuse and neglect. Can they find common ground, or are they just too different? Will Asher find hope amid his circumstances? You never know what someone is going through, even the person sitting right next to you. Next, you'll learn about the actual process we've been using to put this novel together.
Thank you, Karen. My name is Olivia DeSantis, and I go to the Cabarrus Health Science Institute. When I got asked to join the Young Authors Project, I was ecstatic. Not only is this a great opportunity, but I've always had a passion for writing. This project means a lot because this is an avenue for those who are hidden in the shadows. I hope that those who often don't give a second thought to what may be going on behind the scenes start to actually stop and think. Now, as Angel mentioned before, we had no idea what we were doing when we first started this project. As a result, we kind of flip-flop back and forth between platforms until we figured out a flow that worked for us. We started off on readsy.com, which not only gives you a place to keep your writing, but it also helps you search and find for editors, illustrators, marketing specialists, you name it, and whatever else you can possibly think of to self-publish a novel. This is where we found our editor, Miriam Spitzer Franklin. Because of our budget and limited progress on the book at the time, we got turned down by 6 different editors. We were excited when the 7th said that not only would she say yes, but she would fit to our budget. Miss Franklin is also a middle school teacher here in North Carolina and has published several books by herself, making her a great resource for us to learn from. We will never forget her kindness. She had us go over to Google Docs so that we could make active edits. But we had been using it before Miss Wilkinson's class, but when the document started past 300 pages, it began to glitch and crash all of our computers. We had to create a separate document for our other edits. Needless to say, it was a huge learning experience for everyone, not counting the waffles and grammar. Next, we'll share a brief excerpt from you from the novel.
Thank you, Olivia. Good afternoon. My name is Michaela Ruiz, and I attend Cabarrus County High School. I joined the Young Authors Project mainly because I love writing, but also because I felt that this story could shed light on so many important things that are often swept under the rug because it's uncomfortable to talk about. I'm excited about this project because it's an amazing opportunity for everyone involved to get their work out to the general public while also educating our audience about abuse and mental illness. I hope that this project can provide a window for people who may not quite understand that someone right beside them could be struggling and fighting for their life, while also being something that those who are struggling can relate to so they feel less alone. Now we will share an excerpt from our novel. I hope you all enjoy it.
Asher?
It's Miss Berry. Crap, I forgot she was even sitting there. Must have zoned out again. Miss Berry has already placed a brand new box of colored pencils, a recycled sketchbook from last year, and a pencil in a neat little row behind my desk. She opens my new sketchbook up to the next available page so I can catch up on the log.
These are the materials you'll need for the next activity.
Thanks, Miss Berry.
No problem.
Quick as a whisper, she's gone again to check in with other students. Miss Berry has always understood me, though I'm glad I get to be in her class again this year. She's like a second mother to me, even though she has no idea. It all started one day of last year when she got me through a panic attack. She didn't even know me back then, but she was still kind enough to notice and help me. I was terrified of having to go home and face my dad because I'd gotten an F on a math test. All I remember is sitting up against a wall, barely able to catch my breath. My vision was blurry at the time because I could already feel the kicks and punches in my mind. What shocked me out of it was a gentle hand on my shoulder. It was Miss Berry, who would stop what she was doing to check on me. She looked like she actually gave a crap. Not only that, but she went the extra mile to make sure I was okay. Nobody ever does that because nobody ever cares. I didn't know how to react to that. That left an impression on me forever that I can never explain and probably never will. I wish I could just stay here. The art room is nice, Miss Berry is awesome, and this is the only class that I'm not harassed in. This is one of the few places I actually feel like I belong in. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Loader, and I'm going to be a sophomore in high school this year. And I decided to join the Young Authors Project because I thought it would be fun and be a great way to help others who are going through all these negative things and them not being able to find the help they need. That is why, in some way, our novel is made a part of all of us, because we've used our experiences, your experiences, and many more. We hope you read our book and enjoy it, and if you do, can you please give us great feedback on Amazon or Kindle, where you can find our book. And then also, you can come meet us after this before you go to get a copy. Thank you all.